Welcome to the Victor Okoruwa Human Experience Podcast. Here, we share stories that touch our hearts, challenging our thinking, and open our eyes to see the world differently. From personal journeys to powerful conversations, this is a space for truth, empathy, and reflection. Because every story matters, and every human experience has the power to change us. Your host, Victor Okoruwa. Let's dive in.
My people, welcome back to the Victor Okoruwa Human Experience Podcast. Whether you are sitting in Victoria Island, Ojuelegba, or you are waking up at 3 a.m. in Texas, London, this one is for you. Due to popular demand from Nigerians and the Diaspora, I don't talk. You guys want me to talk about the election, after election in Nigeria. You know that thing when the Independent National Electoral Commission or INEC declares the winner, and the next thing you hear is, "My Lord, we are heading to the Tribunal." Why does it feel like every single election in this country end up inside the courtroom? Is the system broken, or do people just like the drama? Today, we are not taking sides. No APC, no PDP, no Labour. We are simply looking at the law book. Grab your popcorn, because we are heading to court. First, let us be honest. In Nigeria, election is like a wedding. Everyone plans for a perfect day. By 5:30 a.m., somebody's uncle is fighting somebody's auntie. People support elect politicians for various reasons: tribe, religion, economics, hardship, or genuine belief in the candidate's potential to improve the country. When people invest emotion and hope into an election, losing can be deeply painful. Election results evokes personal reaction, not just political ones. Why do people rush to court? 3 reasons. 1. Logistics. We are a big country. Sometimes results take hours, sometimes days. When the internet is slow in Kogi but fast in Lagos, suspicion starts. They are changing the figures. Voters' expectations. You voted for Mr. A because he promised you a road. Mr. B wins. You will not just fold your hand. You will say, that result is a lie. 3. Let's just call it the no Gree Factor. In Nigeria, losing an election without going to court is like eating rice without stew. It don't just happen. Nigerian politicians have made it a tradition. No matter who you are, no matter what party, if you lose an election, you will file a case in the court. It doesn't matter if you have evidence or not. You just do it. If you don't do it, go to court. You didn't just run. But here is the big question. Is it legal to be this angry? Yes, 100% legal. Let's get simple. The Nigerian Constitution says 2 things must happen for you to win an election. Number 1, you must have the highest vote numbers, or votes obviously, right? He who scores more goals wins. 2, the banana peel. You must also win 25% vote in 2/3 of the states, including the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Let me explain why I call this banana state. spill. You know, when you are walking confidently, smiling, thinking you have won, then suddenly the floor, you slips on the floor. Wahala. You are on the floor looking at the sky. You stepped on a banana peel and slipped. That's what happens when a candidate forgets about the 25% in two-thirds of the state's rule. You can have the most votes in Nigeria, but if you don't spread the love across the country, the judge will look you and say, sorry, sir, you lost. Example, imagine a candidate wins 17% of the votes nationwide. Massive victory, right? But those votes came from just 10 states: Lagos, Kano, Rivers, so on and so forth. In the other 26 states, they got only 5% each. That candidate loses in court. Why? Because they didn't meet the banana peel spill rule, scoring 25% across two-thirds of the country. Even though they had more total votes, crazy, right? That is the banana peel. Wait. That two-thirds calculation is where the trouble starts. Lawyers have made millions arguing over what two-thirds of 36 states is. Is it 24 states? 25? I beg, ask your lawyer uncle. I don't want to overstress this my coconut head about it. So if you feel the winner didn't meet the number 2, or someone paid voters with a guje or bribe, you go to the election petition tribunal. Here is the fun part. The law says you have 21 days after the result is announced to file your case. 21. That is shorter than the time it takes NEPA to bring light. So everyone panics, files a case. And look for the evidence later. So you go to the tribunal. Now listen to me carefully. This is where people get confused. In a regular criminal case, the police must prove you stole the money. In an election case, you, the loser, must prove you actually won. Yes, you heard me. If you say Independent National Electoral Commission INEC result is wrong, the judge will look at you and say, show us your own results. Show us the genuine voters register. Prove that the machine was hacked. This is very hard to do. This is why many tribunals throw out case for lack of evidence. Not because the person is lying, but because they brought a phone video and the law wants a certified server report. Eventually, the case climbs. 1. Tribunal, first round. Court of Appeal, second round, where most cases die. Supreme Court, final round. The award is final. No more calls, no more WhatsApp messages. And by the time the Supreme Court finally gives a verdict, the winner has already been in office for 2 years. That is the reality. The 21-day rule. Listen, the Nigerian Constitution says if you lose an election and you want to complain to the judge, you have just 21 days to file your paper. 21 days. Do you know how fast 21 days move in Nigeria? By the time you finish mourning on Twitter, day 7, by the time your lawyer says, I will get back to you, day 14, by the time you go to the village to collect evidence and the shaman says, the machine not print that day. Day 20. Now you are rushing to court like a student doing 1 week's assignment in one night. Your Honor, I don't file. Just believe me for now. The evidence is coming. Maybe. So what happens? Politicians file anything. Empty folder, WhatsApp screenshots, a video their cousin sent them, even their mother's guarantor's letter. Then the judge looks at them. Young man, you filed on time. I give you that. But where is the proof? Where is the voters register? Where is the INEC machine report? Check my phone. Okay. No network. Case dismissed. And that, my people, is how 21 days turn the person contending the election result, whether he or she is the winner or not, to a courtroom comedian. Also, security affects voting. If voters are afraid to come out in the northeast due to Boko Haram, or in the southwest due to IPOB sit at home, or south-south where secret cult gangs are used for election thuggery, or in the southwest where National Union of Road Transport Workers, the transport union guys, are used to disrupt peaceful election. These activities makes turnout low. A low turnout means the winner might only have 25% of the votes. But the law said that 25% is enough if it is the highest. So the loser argues, wait, if those people had voted, I would have won. The judge says, but they didn't because of fear. That is a tough argument. So my diaspora family listing in Canada, Germany, London, and Nigeria itself, don't lose hope. When the result goes to court, it is not a sign that democracy has failed. Actually, it's a sign that the rule of law is still breathing. The problem is not the contest. The problem is the speed. Election result dispute should not take 3 years to decide. What can you do? One, get your PVC. PVC means permanent voters card. It is the small plastic card that gives you power, more power than your village chairman. Without PVC, you are just a spectator. You are sitting on the bench shouting at the referee. With PVC, you are in the field. You can actually change the game. So please, after registration, collect the card. Don't register and run away. That's like buying jam form and not writing the exam. Or the diaspora voting, when they finally allow it, we are still waiting. 2, stop insulting judges on Twitter. The judge's job is to look at the evidence, not emotion. If you don't bring proof, you are just making noise. Hold the winner accountable after the court rules. Once the Supreme Court says game over, your job is to watch the government. Look, Nigeria is the only country we have. The court process is long, expensive, and sweet for lawyers, but it is the process we have. Until the law changes, if you lose an election, file your petition. But please, bring your evidence. I am Victor Okoruwa. This has been the Victor Okoruwa Human Experience Podcast. Not great for anybody. Don't forget to like, share. And if you want to argue, take it to the tribunal, not the comment section. Peace out. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you for joining the Victor Okoruwa Human Experience Podcast. I hope today's story touched your heart, challenged your perspective, or reminded you of the power of our shared human journey. If this episode spoke to you, please subscribe, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and join in again next time as we explore more stories that shape the way we see the world. Your host, Victor Okoruwa, and until we meet again, keep living, keep learning, and keep embracing the human experience.